I just installed two sets of lights on this my Honda 2011 CBR250R, both manufactured by Skene Design. You can find them on the web at SKENEdesign.com. I found that Jerry at this company was really helpful, turned around questions very quickly, and he's an engineer. Both these lights feature what he calls a conspicuity flicker, which when you look at them head on appear to be solid, but if you look at them out of your peripheral vision, they have a very slight flicker to them, then obviously drawing attention to your bike and you. So I'm just going to give a quick review, show you how they're installed on the CBR250, and show them in action. The flicker effect is really exaggerated on this video. I assume it's because of the frame rate, but as I said, you can barely perceive it unless you're looking at it with your peripheral vision. So we'll start at the back. I used my own brackets. These are not the brackets that came with the kit. The kit is really well put together. So it's just two banks of LEDs, which you can see here, and that's what they look like. And then I just ran them up under the tail and drilled a really small hole underneath to get them up. Just quickly show you what it looks like inside. There's the controller, and then basically you tap into the really easily. You don't have to cut anything. They come with posi taps. You can tap into the brake light, stop light, and the ground. I'm not an engineer, so but it took me virtually no time to do this. Then up at the front we have the P3s. I'm sorry, the Photon Blasters. They come from Skene Design with their own brackets that replace the bolt that is part of the bike, and then I just run it up behind here, and I can show you there's another controller which I mounted down in there, and you need the controller to get the flicker effect. Let's go ahead and turn on the bike, or just turn on the power in any case. So again, this flicker effect is exaggerated in the video, but you'll get the sense of what it looks like. They're very bright, and in combination with all the other lights in the front of the CBR, they work really well. We go to the rear. Again, me looking at it, I can barely perceive the flicker, but it's exaggerated, very bright. I'm going to see if I can show you how the brake pattern works with one hand. I'm going to hold the iPad over here and try and press the brake pad, and you'll see I can't reach it unfortunately, but it's got a flash pattern that flashes 4 times rapidly, 4 times slowly, and then comes on solid, and you can change that. That's the default setting. The nice thing about the P3s is that you can also use them as hazards. I'll show you how that works. So if you turn on the power, click 7 times, you'll get the typical hazard pattern that you might see on a car or a bike, but there are a couple of other options. Click 8 times, you get the rapid flash, which I suspect might get you into trouble with the authorities if you use that, because it kind of looks like an emergency vehicle. And then the last one with 9 clicks is quad flash. I can take a look. the quad flash. And you know, I'm showing this to you on a fairly bright day here, so you can imagine how bright this is going to be at night. The last thing you can do, you can change some default settings, change some other settings, but one nice thing is if you're ever caught out in fog or anything like that, you can actually set the lights to be on permanent high intensity, sort of like a fog light. And that you have to click 12 times. Let's go back and have a look at that. I'm not sure that I got it there, but it's basically just as I said, it's a fog light. So that's a quick look at the P3s on the rear. And the photon blasters in the front. Thanks a lot.